Hello friends, I am Amir Anwar Nizami and today we are going to study the spatial and multifunctional structures. So as a structural engineers, we should know what are the spatial and multifunctional structures. What are the examples of it? Okay. So first of all, we will see the definition. So the spatial structures are unique in their form, extensivity, and have significant consequences both in terms of human and economic losses arising from their failure. So how we are defining it? So we are defining the spatial structures as a unique in their form. Means it is different than the normal structures what we are having. Okay. So the main definition lies here that have the significant consequences, means it may have the human and economic losses when this structure will get failed. Okay. So what type of structures are it which have a significant losses due to its failure? So those structures we can see the examples, that long span suspension or cable stayed bridges. So we see that it is not a normal structure but it is a special structures. So this long span suspension bridge is almost 1 kilometer or 800-meter length. And if it fails, we know that like a huge economic as well as the human loss will occur. Similarly, the transmission line towers. So we know that the electric powers, electric transmissions are from this transmission line powers. So if this structure fails, so you can imagine the whole city or the people living around that will get affected due to the, because that transmission line towers carries a very high voltage of current passing through that wire, and so therefore a huge loss will occur. Similarly, tall cooling towers. These tall cooling towers are what? Which are used in the nuclear power plants and various thermal power plants and all. Okay, so these structures are also very huge and especially designed. Similarly, the ship structures are one of the examples of the spatial and multifunctional structures. Aerospace structures. This structures is also very uh, uh, complicated in design. Okay, so these structures are very specially designed with the different types of materials such as composite and functionally graded materials. These aerostructures are designed due to its for lightweight and high strength. And if it fails, we know that a huge human loss, means the loss of the people as well as the loss of the economic loss will also takes place. Similarly, intercontinental buried pipelines. We know that for gas pipelines or petroleum pipelines, there are intercontinental buried pipelines are there. Okay, to just have the uh, passage or movement of the gases or petrols. Tunnels, we see these are also the special structures and are designed uh, very complex cases. We know that the tunnels are designed through the mountains and all. And tension leg platforms, basically these are for the oil structures. These are all the offshore structures. Power plant structures, tall wind turbines, multi-utility tall buildings, generally those buildings which have multifunctional in it, such as shopping malls are there in the same buildings. Residential peoples are also living, as well as a lot of different activities also takes place. So those are the multi-utility tall buildings. Office are also running in that. So structures made of functionally graded materials and the space structures. These are the examples of the spatial and multi-functional structures. So we should, as a structural engineer, we should know this, the examples of these spatial and multifunctional structures. What are those spatial structures, and uh, how it is designed. Okay. So we will see the figure here. So this is the tall cooling towers, the first image. This is a multifunctional buildings, multi-utility buildings, we can say. The shopping complex and the residential as well as uh, offices are there in this building. And similarly, uh, we can see these structures which we have seen just here, the tension leg platforms which are used in the offshore structures. So here it is the tension leg platforms are made for the offshore structures. And this is the transmission line towers where we can see these huge cables are there hanging to it, and these cables is carrying a very high or very large volts of current. And this is the ship structures we can see. So a huge ship is there. So if it is designed, this design should be in a very special cases. Okay, because it is carrying a, we can see that a stadium also is there. Okay, the bridge is there here, and many more things are there to be designed. Okay, so this is a very special structures. This is a wind tall wind turbines. So this is an example of tall wind turbines where this is rotating. Okay, so this rotation depends upon the speed of the, we can say, wind at that places where it is made, so that it can achieve its objective. And these are the aerospace structures which are the skyscraper structures. This is the ship hull structures which is designed here. And this is the multi-utility buildings, we can say that the shopping malls and all. And we can see here, so this is the one of the example. Chimney is there. So nuclear power plant examples we can see here. So these are the things required. So we have seen the spatial and multifunctional structures and its definition, and what are the examples we have seen here. So thank you.